Okay, so Chirp and Rutabaga lying in the tent.
Okay. I'm just like scrambling and like, it's gonna be okay, friend. I'm gonna do my best, and we're gonna get you out of here. Hopefully, with all your pieces of your skull intact. Here we go, and I'm gonna do my absolute best to like field dress this wound.
Okay.
And,
So make a medicine check, or if you don't have medicine,
you're
we're just
gonna
getting a
13.
13. I think that's enough. I think we only need a 10 on that. Yep. You managed to. You're stable.
Okay.
So I'm
All right.
You're not awake, but you're stable.
Okay.
You'll wake up in 1 to 3 hours. You get 1 hit point back.
Okay. And then I'm gonna just like, the plan is still to go for the caves.
Okay.
So if I can make a clean exit out of this tent and I can't really visualize it, but
Yeah.
if I can get to the cave entrance, that's the game plan. So I'm gonna throw Rudy over my shoulder.
Like a fireman's carry?
Yeah.
What's your strength?
8.
8? Okay. It's not easy going.
Okay.
So you get Rutabaga up on your shoulders, and you're like, "Ugh," and then you manage to slip out the back of the tent, and you run right into a group of hobgoblins, 3 of them.
Okay.
And they look at you, and they see Rutabaga lying over top.
I'm gonna give him one of these, like a sup.
Boy.
And I'm gonna do my absolute best to like pretend like I belong and just
Keep walking.
bluff the shit out of this. Yeah.
Yeah, they watch you and they're like, "Where are you going?"
I'm not quite sure yet. I still got to get my bearings in this place. We just got here, didn't we?
They start following you. They're like, "I don't know. Did we?"
I don't know. Did we?
Make a deception.
I could do this all night, boys.
2 with so whatever with help 5. Not
5?
good. Yeah.
So they're like, did we? They're like,
Oh, would they recognize the hat? Do they? I'm wearing his. Sorry.
"Whose hat?
Sorry.
Rutabaga?"
Rutabagas
Yeah.
folk hero hat.
They don't.
Okay. All right.
They don't. These guys aren't even familiar to you. You have a feeling they must be from the crack thing.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. I'm just gonna say, I'm just taking this to loot somewhere privately so that I get all the golds and the shinies.
With that, the one comes over and kicks you,
All right.
or at least tries to, very hard. 19.
Yeah, that hits.
So that does 2 points of damage as you topple over, and Rutabaga falls off your back.
Oof.
And as the 3 hobgoblins sort of come and surround you like the bullies they are, Chirp realizes that if he disengages and runs now, he thinks there's a cave he can probably slip into. It's not one of the main caves, but he knows one nearby. Or he can stand his ground with Rutabaga.
Yeah, I'm gonna run. I just gotta go.
Okay?
Yeah, I don't have any other option.
So you disengage and start running, and they chase after you.
I'm gonna say, sorry, just before I
Yeah.
go, I'm gonna. So you know what? You're right. You should have all of this. You know what? You are obviously the bigger, stronger ones, and then just book it.
And boom! So you start running. They give chase, and you
Wait, all 3 of them?
2 of them. 2 of them.
Okay.
2 of them, I'll say.
Almost. Sorry.
Okay.
almost.
And you make it to the cave. They're hot on your heels, and you start to run through the caves. Give me 3 athletics checks.
Okie dokie. Athletics is -1. Did you say something about? No, never mind. 15.
Or acrobatics. If acrobatics is higher, you can roll that.
That's Dex, right?
Yeah.
So that'll be +3. I'll do that.
Yeah.
So that was 18, 10, and then 14.
Okay. So you manage to keep your distance, and then the cave really narrows and shrinks down, and you think if you can make it through that gap, they're not going to be able to follow you.
Okay.
Okay, so I need you to make one last acrobatics check to get through before they get a hand on you.
Okay. Here we go. 19 plus 3 is 22.
You're through. You're through. You get to the other side, and you're like, oh. And sure enough, they get there, and one reaches in and tries to grab.
Can I stick his hand to the wall with a dagger? Just like...
Sure.
Yeah, I'm going to do it.
Okay.
Okay, 23.
Yeah, give yourself advantage, actually, because he can't see you. So
That's going to give me a sneak attack, too, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. Still 18 plus 3 is
Okay,
23.
so give me damage with sneak attack.
12 damage.
Yeah, so you drive your dagger through. It clips off. It doesn't actually stick his hand to the wall, but you take 3 fingers. And he pulls his hand back, just howling in pain.
I'm going to pocket the fingers, just to be clear.
Okay, you're like... And
You're gonna
the two hobgoblins then leave.
All right.
They're like, forget it, and they're out.
Okay.
Can I take a picture where it says dead?
Yes.
Oh, no. I'm sorry.
Oh no, that's Ruck. That was his fault.
Oh, okay.
So,
And I guess that's assuming he's dead. He might make it.
You don't know. You don't even know if we made it or not.
Yeah.
Rock is actually the big bad of this campaign.
Rutabaga
Yeah.
wakes up
Okay.
to rain falling on his face. He can smell like smoke.
Yeah.
Kind of like after a fire's been put out.
Mm-hmm.
His head is just throbbing.
Mm-hmm.
And he's kind of cold. The ground is muddy.
That's it.
You haven't opened your eyes yet, but you're awake.
Alright.
You don't hear anything. Just the patter of rain.
Nothing. Okay, I don't hear anything but the rain and smell the smoke. I'll open my eyes.
Okay, so you sit up, and the camp, you don't know how long you've been out for,
Yeah.
but the camp is pretty much decimated.
Yeah.
The wall has been burnt down in most places. The tents, there's maybe a few poles still up, but their hides are torn down or burnt away. The clouds overhead are dark. You can't even see. You can't see the mountaintops in the area. There's too much cloud cover. You can hear sort of the distant roll of thunder, and just this cold rain is saturating everything. There are dead scattered all over the place, and your hat is missing.
First thing I do is feel into my leathers. Do I still have my locket?
Yes,
Okay.
yes, you do. You're like, wait.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Sword. All my other gear.
there. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll stand up, take a more thorough look around my surroundings.
Okay.
Yep.
So, as Rutabaga begins to look around, how long would Chirp stay hidden in the caves?
Probably until things were quiet.
Okay. Things have gotten quiet.
Okay.
And you maybe peek your head out and you can see sort of this torn up encampment. The rains have been coming down, and the fires are out for the most part. There's still smoldering and smoke, but nothing's moving. You can see a lot of dead.
As I leave the cave, I wipe my mouth and I put down 3 stripped clean finger bones at the entrance to the cave, and I'm gonna sneak out and start going back to the place where I left Ruby.
Okay, so you start to wander through this torn up camp, and again, there's like a distant crack of thunder again, and then you see sort of this little bit disoriented goblin sort of walking through the encampment, and it looks to be Rutabaga.
Okay, I'm gonna
Defy all odds.
I'm gonna just give out a whistle and just a hey and try to get his attention.
You look around, you see there's Chirp.
Yes.
I'm gonna,
Does he come towards me?
I do.
Yeah.
I walk up, still kind of crouched and sneaking.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna take the hat off and put it on his head and go, "This is yours, friend. We should go."
I'm still a little shooken up, but I'm like,
Yeah.
I can kind of. Do I kind of piece together that like I've been treated? Do I?
Yeah.
I'm like,
There's sort of like a very crude bandage wrapped around your head.
It's like a blanket,
Yeah.
like a hole.
I'm like, thank you, old friend. Give him a little hug, pat on the back.
Okay. There's another distant roll of thunder.
Yeah.
Okay.
You should
The two
find more people.
Our two hobgoblins in the cave. Zhulzuk and Granny go very deep.
Before they stop falling, type of thing.
Yeah, before you realize you're kind of winding back to another section of your caves.
Okay.
So this doesn't necessarily lead to some sort of massive system. There might be a way through, but you haven't been able to find it. And slowly but surely, the two of you have edged your way back to the
So
surface.
it's been like 3 or 4 hours, obviously. 'cause-
Yeah.
So, knowing most reading habits of most goblins, do I think that they probably left now, or
Yeah.
like it's probably safe to go back and measure the damage and see what we can take things from there.
Certainly, there might be some mushrooms. You really wanted those. Come on.
I didn't want them. Your belly wanted them.
Did my belly talk to you? Never mind. Come on.
No, your
come.
mouth did.
Oh.
Little tag.
Old I may be.
I walk away.
Okay. So the two of you eventually poke your head out of a cave, and you can see the.
I poked first.
Okay. You push past them. There's the destruction of the camp, and you see two goblins standing in the rain, sort of talking back and forth, and one gets a hat put on their head, and then there's a quick, like, pat down hug.
In my day, goblins were not allowed to hug. The four of us need to restart some standards around here. What do you want to know about the camp? It looks like a camp that is no longer a camp. Do you want to look for food, supplies?
We need to see who's still here. Let's survive.
I look at him very intentionally. I look at the goblins, and I look at him. There's people. Go and talk to them.
I walk past her. I'm done with this.
Okay, so you guys see a hobgoblin approaching. You recognize him.
Yeah.
Because he's kind of like the up and coming.
He's a little strange, actually.
Yeah, I'm like,
And not
oh.
personable.
I'm like, oh, this guy lives.
Oh no!
Yeah.
What was that?
It's like, oh, this guy made it.
This guy kicked me out of something at
Yeah.
some time. I'm gonna,
Granny is trailing him and coming up, and I also like to make a perception check as I saunter up.
Go ahead and do that.
I'm gonna give a hunter's whistle, just like a friendly.
Yep.
Probably super good. 21.
21. And what are you looking for specifically?
Yeah, movement, like a threat or friend or like shiny or anything
Okay.
useful.
You don't see anything like that.
Okay.
They have ransacked the place. The towers are still intact. They didn't take those down. They left them standing. Any sort of goblin totems or things like that they're gone. Anything that would mark this as the Stormtalons is gone. And speaking of storms, there is definitely one brewing.
So, have we made contact? Like, have we looked at each other?
Yeah.
Yeah? I see Granny. And in the back of my head, I'm kind of like, what the heck? Because I know things about her, right?
Mm-hmm.
That I'm just kind of like suspicious. I'm weary more.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, to the four.
Do I notice that?
Well, they're keeping an eye. They're keeping an eye on you. They're keeping an eye on
Can I roll insight on them? Just to see like if I think they might
Okay.
be traitors or not?
I don't usually like doing insight checks and things like that against PCs, but I'll give it to you here just to sort of get a feel of. Yeah, no, you don't. They just look like they've been through hell, and you've been through hell, and yeah. Rutabaga definitely looks worse for wear. Like he's bumped up,
Yeah.
banged up, and maybe maybe the bruises are starting to show from your fall and things like that. So
And the dragging and kicking and spitting.
yes, all of that.
Can't forget that.
All of that.
Noticeably moist.
It's raining out. It's not my fault.
Yes.
Salutations, Zuck.
Gather supplies, get what we need to move.
Yeah, it's good to see you too.
You should definitely get on that.
Who has survival?
Do as
Anybody,
he
anyone
says.
decent at survival?
Of the
Pretty
group
sure.
or the two of them?
Just the group. If anybody has a decent survival check.
I have a +2 to that.
I have no.
Okay.
Oh, I need
One.
Granny, give us a roll.
Yep.
Give
So
us a roll.
I'm gonna
So
direct.
you tell them to start gathering supplies.
Yeah, I'm gonna
for
direct
to
them.
move.
9.
9. Okay.
They don't find nothing.
What?
They don't find nothing.
No, you're thinking that maybe staying here is not a good plan.
Yeah.
What would survival be under?
Survival? Wisdom. you would
Oops.
use.
Yeah. At the bottom of skills.
Oops.
So would I have had passed
No!
for these two? Like, well, him for sure, because I know.
You know that Chirp.
Might take
Well, you
a
know a
minute
little
to
bit
get
about Chirp,
Yeah.
and you know he's one of the hunters.
Yeah.
So it will be under skills.
So I'll walk up to Chirp quietly and be like, Chirp,
back. Whoops.
Hey,
We
Zach.
rolled a 1.
we need your skills.
Okay, what are we doing?
We're going to take the fight to them.
I think we already fought, and I think they already won. Listen,
We're going to fight on our terms.
okay, our terms involve 4 people.
Our terms involve you and your poison and their supplies.
Then I went to skills.
Alright,
which
let's see
was
where
this
this is going. I dig it.
one.
Yeah.
So you two are chatting. The rain, the skies just open up at that point, and the downpour is torrential.
So we should head to shelter.
Yeah. There's also a little bit of hail.
For sure, head to shelter.
Okay.
Yeah. In one of the caves, or
Yeah, that's probably the closest, right?
yeah, yeah, you can tuck into what's left of one of the tents, but the cave probably has a better more wind.
coverage, yeah.
Speaking of, I noticed our towers are still up. I'm gonna go attend and see if my squire has made it out of the battle.
Okay, okay. So who moves to get out of the rain and hail, and who?
I move.
I'm gonna follow him because I want to have a conversation, but we'll check on Rock first.
This is peak looting season, and I'm going to town.
Okay, so you're looking for anything. So here's basically what can be looted. If you're looking for like blades or arrows or things like that, all of that is free range. Like it's just lying all over the place, right? You can probably pick up a quiver here, pick up a dagger there. But really, the place has been picked clean. I mean, goblins are good at that sort of thing, and they have not let you down in this regard. You make it to the tower, and the rain and hail are just pouring down. As you get sort of up on the tower to look over the wall, there is a huge crack of thunder, and it just rips the sky apart. Like it just tears, the echoes off the mountains, and the lightning that caused that thunder crack, it like puts daylight on the camp just for a moment. Probably put down not far from here, and you see the poor remains of something that might be Ruck, pardon me, something that might be Ruck, sitting at the bottom of outside the wall. He must have fallen off the tower.
Yeah. And I'm just pouring one out for him.
So you have a little moment,
Yeah.
This is my train.
and then do you head back?
Yeah, and where are the bodies of the elders looking at?
Do you want to swing by that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you swing by there. You see a definitely the one dead elder. You didn't witness his death, but his body has been left there. Inside the tent, there are another 3 dead. So a total of 4 elders were killed. You have Granny up the cave.
Nobody has Granny except Granny.
Fair enough. Fair enough. And the other 2 are no.
Interesting. I'm gonna report that to my partner here,
Okay.
I'm walking around too.
to Chirp.
Yeah. So you guys take your time, you report what you found. The rain and hail in the autumn night is cold. And it's not long before you start to feel extremities start to go a little numb. So you get up in the caves, somebody lights a fire. Any kind of watches happening through? Like this is sort of like your daytime cycle, though. Remember, it's not. Yeah, but you're keeping a careful lookout and whatnot. Okay, so.
Well, I assume that you'll want to sleep. You're hurt, so.
Yeah, you probably take it very easy. Probably take it very easy.
Show a little bit of leniency on that.
Some mercy.
What happened to you?
Well, I went to attend the wall for fortifications, and I was blinded and thrown back by a mighty attack. Then I went to assume my duty defending the elders, and there was Goldag?
Golgag.
Golgag. And
I spit at the name.
and he was rounding up the elders. Granny here, kind of look at her, managed to, ooh, Goldag. And I took the opportunity to try to finish him, but to no avail.
Couldn't rub your head.
Yeah, but I did wound him.
Still alive.
Still,
Not for want of trying.
no.
Oh, that's good.
That's good. So, black clouds roll in over the mountains and over your camp, and the sound of thunder shakes the earth. It's a very violent storm. You literally feel like the boom concussed off your body once in a while on the close lightning strikes. It's like boom, boom. There's just this constant drumming of thunder. The storm is definitely upon you, and lightning flashes just give you brief glimpses of the surrounding terrain and your ruined encampment. As you look to the sky, you begin to notice that some of these lightning flashes are not like the bright white anymore. There's these flashes of red, almost like there's flame backlighting the clouds. And it puts a very ominous red glow over everything. And there's just flashes of fire as the back of the clouds turn red, and then it disappears, and that thunder keeps pounding down. You then hear this massive, almost ear-piercing shriek, like the sound of an eagle crying out. And in one of those bursts of lightning, you see a very dark shadow cross over the camp, and it sort of goes up into the clouds. And you can't help but think it was maybe some sort of massive bird.
Did it come from
You
the
don't,
direction of...
you don't know where it came from.
Okay.
Lightning tears across the sky again, and there's finally a massive burst of flame, and it takes the shape of this huge fiery bird over the clouds. And as that happens, there is just lightning just courses down around the valley that your encampment is, and a second screech is heard as this bright blue-colored second bird collides with the first. And as the two of them collide above sort of your camp, there is a massive crack of thunder. And just for a moment, you're like, did that crack the rock in this cave? Like, it's deafening. And these two colossal avian creatures, you can hear them cawing and scratch, like tearing at one another above you, as bursts of fire and lightning just course through the sky, as there's a mix of explosions as the two birds, you can see them entwined. Never a good view though, always up above the clouds, so you're just getting this backlighting. They look enormous, massive. You can only take guesses of what their wingspan must be like. At last, there's a final clash of the two birds, and it looks like they're coming down, like things are getting brighter and brighter as white lightning courses from the clouds and flames backlight them. Until finally there's a explosion, just this boom, and you see this almost like a ring of fire spread out across the sky, and then through the clouds drops this blue ball of, at first you think it must be a meteorite or something falling from the heavens, and it begins to pick up speed, and it comes down at a very awkward angle until it clips the mountaintop above you. And as it clips the mountaintop, sparks just shower out, and lightning stretches across the skies. And so much, in fact, that the top of the mountain remains glowing, almost charged with the lightning that struck it. And it just glows there for a moment. You can see it up through the clouds. And this red fire then makes its way off to the east, out over the lands of Hildrak. And the top of the mountain, the glow slowly begins to dissipate, almost like a light bulb powering down, until finally it's gone, and all that's left is this sound of thunder, but not like, more like a rolling thunder as opposed to this booming thunder that was shaking your rib cage. And the rain just continues to pour down. When the sun is just about to rise, all that's left is this small white, blue torch-like light coming from somewhere atop your mountain. And let's end it there. Until next time.
Whoa.
Okay?
That was close.
Yeah. Quite the episode.